Might a triangle elbow combination, and it's over! And
needs to get his bag off that. Oh, he gets caught!
In the high-octane world of the Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC, where fighters climb the ranks and vie for a shot at glory, few stories capture the imagination like that of Ilia Topuria. A relatively unknown name in 2020, Topuria quickly etched his place in the UFC, ascending through the featherweight division with a combination of skill, confidence, and a knack for making headlines. A 6-fight journey. In a span of just 6 fights, Ilia Topuria transformed from an unheralded newcomer to the next title challenger in the fiercely competitive UFC featherweight division. His journey was marked not only by impressive victories but also by controversy, rivalries, and a brash display of confidence that had fans and fellow fighters alike taking notice. Topuria burst onto the UFC scene in 2020 at the age of 23, armed with an undefeated record of 8-0. Hailing from Brave FC and other smaller promotions, he showcased exceptional boxing skills in his featherweight debut on October 10, 2020, at UFC Fight Night against Youssef Zalal. The fight went the distance, with Topuria securing his first UFC victory via unanimous decision. His ascent continued with thunderous knockouts of Damon Jackson and Ryan Hall, the latter showcasing his ability to thwart Hall's unorthodox ground game. However, it wasn't until the heated exchange with Patty Pimblett that Topuria's name started echoing beyond the hardcore fanbase. Beef and Brawls, Topuria versus Pimblett saga.
That shirt. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you.
Patty Pimblett's controversial tweet insulting Topuria's country of origin ignited a feud that spilled over into a hotel lobby during UFC London in 2022. The clash at the lobby, coupled with Topuria's unapologetic behavior, stirred up a storm of attention and intrigue around him. While some questioned the authenticity of the rivalry, Topuria's clinical performance against G. Herbert at UFC London further solidified his status as a rising star. Despite the initial chaos, the highly anticipated showdown with Patty Pimblett never materialized due to weight class differences. Topuria's decisive victory over Bryce Mitchell at UFC 282, coupled with Pimblett's contentious win, reshaped the narrative. Topuria's respectful post-fight demeanor, contrasting with Pimblett's controversial comments, turned the tables on fan sentiment. Dominance and delusion, Topuria's breakthrough. The bout against Bryce Mitchell was deemed Topuria's first real test in the UFC, and he passed it with flying colors. The victory not only secured his place in the top 10, but also garnered him a new legion of fans. Meanwhile, Patty Pimblett's questionable win and subsequent behavior led to a shift in public opinion, with many fans turning towards Topuria. As he called out the top 5 featherweights and champion Alexander Volkanovski, the question lingered. Did Topuria possess the tools to back up his bold claims and become the next big thing in the sport? Title: Aspirations, Topuria vs. Volkanovski. Buildup. Topuria's path to the title took a definitive shape when he faced and defeated Josh Emmett, a top 5 contender, in a dominant performance at UFC 282. This victory propelled him further up the featherweight rankings, setting the stage for a showdown with the reigning champion, Alexander Volkanovski. As Topuria exchanged verbal jabs with Volkanovski, the champion responded in kind, questioning Topuria's confidence and labeling his predictions as delusional. Despite concerns about Volkanovski's quick turnaround after a devastating loss, the stage was set for a highly anticipated clash at UFC 294. Unexpected twists, Oliva's withdrawal, and Volkanovski's challenge. In a surprising turn of events, Charles Oliva's withdrawal from a scheduled rematch with Islam Makhachev led to an unforeseen challenge for Volkanovski.
Still in this, and Volkanovski don't hit the floor with one knee.
They both sat each other down now. Nice knee from Makhachev.
Now this is it. This is the real fight here.
That's not where you want to be if you're Volkanovski. This is the position where Makhachev can stall out the whole round if he wants to.
The champion accepted the fight, facing Islam on short notice. The outcome was a devastating loss for Volkanovski, raising concerns about his readiness for the upcoming clash with Topuria. However, despite the brutal nature of his defeat, Volkanovski affirmed his commitment to the Topuria fight, signaling that he was still prepared to defend his title against the rising star. As the much-anticipated UFC 294 approaches, the clash between Ilia Topuria and Alexander Volkanovski promises to be a spectacle. The MMA community is divided on the outcome, with some believing Topuria's youthful exuberance and precise striking may overcome the champion's experience, while others question whether Volkanovski's recent loss will affect his performance. Regardless of the outcome, Ilia Topuria's journey to UFC stardom has been nothing short of remarkable. At just 26 years old, he stands on the cusp of greatness, with the potential to reshape the featherweight division. Whether he becomes the next UFC champion or faces setbacks, Topuria's journey has already left an indelible mark on the sport. As the world awaits the clash of these titans, the trajectory of Ilia Topuria's career hangs in the balance, promising fans a spectacle that could redefine the landscape of the featherweight division. The question remains, can Ilia Topuria become the UFC champion and fulfill the prophecy he boldly proclaimed, or will the experienced Alexander Volkanovski prove once again that age and wisdom triumph over youthful exuberance? The octagon awaits the answer.